Deixa eu me arrumar aqui. Mas você deixou meu coração partido. Por que eu fui dar ideia pra eles? Falei pro meu irmão, né? Traz a mãe pra cá, né? Por que eu fui dar ideia? É, tem que ler uma má ideia.
Domingo que vem eu nem tenho evento, acho que só no sábado. É porque nem é dia dos mortos, não é um dia que dê muito movimento.
Eu não vou negar, ainda te amo.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider players in the front three are key operators in how it all works on and off the ball. They have to provide for the central striker, of course, and protect their fullbacks, so they'll get few breathers. If these two don't make a good impression, there are quite good replacements on the bench.
Oh, he's been caught and he shoots!
Tá aberto. Ui.
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the
Lixo.
goods, and that
É
was
isso, né?
very kind of him to oblige so early.
And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
How can they be so quick at this, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And the keeper's given it away. Premio leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Neymar. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Oh, it's Bebeto. Doku. It's gone! And it is an own goal!
I don't think he knew too much about it, Peter. It comes off him awkwardly.
So one moment's crazy confusion,
Cara,
but
que
they all
loucura.
count.
Chato,
Well, that's
cara.
something you don't expect at a match like this, but I
Vamos
guess
jogar,
you
cara.
have
Vamos
to take
jogar.
whatever way
Para
it
de
comes,
brincadeira.
and very gratefully. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Doku. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Premio have scored 2 quick goals here and are well and truly in the driving seat. And that has been clear. Oh, what a mistake! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And he's there to get it away. And reclaimed it in a trice. That'll be a throw. Oh, he's bustling through here. It's played through for him. Caceres.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's a sharp little ball here. Can he finish? And it's come back out to
Ô, goleiro.
Interesting. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Flamengo get themselves back into contention.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Well, that's well done, really robust. Serginho. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, it's Bebeto. Aims beyond the defence. And he's quick to get it clear again. And it's Messi. And he's had a hit! He's been bundled over, that is a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle.
Peter, the keeper knows that even if his wall is perfect, it doesn't serve as any guarantee here.
Bebeto! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Bebeto clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
That has been slung wide. Ambitious ball here. And there's green grass ahead of him. This is Batistuta. Tries a shot! Baresi gets good distance on it. That looks a decent ball. Tries to pass it through. Can he get it through? Real chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Beckham clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Beckham, the regular corner taker. Flamengo are looking struck first time. Corner number 2 then. Oh, that was vital. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, easy pickings there. That's a cute ball. Oh, delightful ball. Casillas. Good effort from distance.
Caralho, goleiro.
Flamengo on level. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will. Exceptional accuracy.
Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
We have ourselves a real game here.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Crosses it, and the shot! That really would have raised the roof.
It's clear there was only ever one thing on his mind, Peter.
It's a little off target. Probing pass. Baresi spots it and intercepts. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Gremio are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2.
Senhoras e senhores, tenham a gentileza de remover os carros estacionados na rua em frente ao estádio. Teremos uma substituição.
Second period then underway. Went Batistuta. Good ball over the top. Now Chiamal. Oh, shooting chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. Serginho. Played out wide. Stojkovic. Gremio come out this half somewhat altered.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Now, can they get him away? And he's away. Driving on and making good progress. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. It is a corner, good chance. And it's been taken short. Oh, great chance! He can get that clear. Threads one in. It's a promising position. It's made its way to him. Brzezinski. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Gremio perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Beckham. This is promising. Good ball, good take.
Caralho,
Tackle,
cara.
ball won cleanly. Yamal, Tacho cuts it out. And that's put paid to a promising move. Hakimi. Tacho calmly anticipates. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Plays it in. Can he finish? Goal! Gremio! Into the lead once more. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Caceres gets across to intercept that. And that has left him in a heap. And played right into his path. Lovely idea, just didn't get it right.
Well, it was probably, for him, the best option, but then again, I'm not the best judge of that.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evidence nonetheless.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, well played, well played.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
That is a little undercooked. Now it's Rosicki. Knocks it into space. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Hakimi tries to play it through. Well, that is not the best ball. And he offers an apologetic look.
Really is miffed having made the run and not get picked out.
Se quiser fazer mais um, fez.
Beckham. Well, they could break here. That's good vision. We're not going to make any further progress now.
Flamengo really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball in front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Gremio close now to seeing this one through to the end. Rodri. And it's Rosicki. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
Teremos 1
Skillfully
minuto
cut
de
out. He
acréscimo.
is so at ease on the ball. Raul. And it's Rodri. And the ball's in for the pieces. That was very necessary. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning.
Senhoras e senhores,
So
pedimos
Kim, how do
que
you
tomem
reflect on Noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's away we go then. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, it's hard not to be impressed with Ashraf Hakimi, who has proven himself in many of the top leagues at such a young age, Peter. He's tactically very astute, he's versatile anywhere on that right flank, and you see him make overlap after overlap, and he loves to stretch defences.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Rijkaard makes the interception. Searching pass he's played there. Beckham. Messi. Beckham. Nicely shaped ball. Tacho calmly anticipates. Well seen, saw that coming. He's picked his way through. Doku! Goal! Gremio! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable, but has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Barcelona really were asking for trouble there, failing to cope with a formidable press.
That this was in the script. Looking to play it in. Pass isn't the best. Beckham. Looking for a run. Nicely intercepted. Able to two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Baresi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Great chance! Oh, he's been caught napping. Opts to play it back. Saliba gets it away. That looks a decent ball. Can he get onto this? He's found a way through. Big chance! It's bounced back off the post. Ambitious ball here. Time and again they are repelled. Saliba. Some really good ball movement. Quality ball. Now it's Eto.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Beckham.
Chuta.
Now it's Batistuta. Nicely weighted ball. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Well, they can break here. Bellingham. Now it's Eto. Oh, good read. Beckham. For Messi. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Ricky Puig. And he's found a way past. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. 30 minutes gone. And that is expertly dealt with. Messi. Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Eto. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Beckham. And it's Messi. Looking for options for movement. There's the shot! They've scored! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Premio are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
He's through, now is he in? Good take, and is he in? Danger averted for now. Taken back almost at once. Sends it crossfield. Danielson. Danielson will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Messi. Can he spark a counter here? And he's intervened well there. He's a sharp little ball here. Goes for a shot! Decent enough try.
Messi is clearly tricking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Good ball, good take. Mbappe. He's and the shots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be.
There's the half-time whistle. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
Gremio absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Premio will be wanting more of the same in the second half then. Utterly dominant in the first period, and they're 3-0 up.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores que hay plazas disponibles para alquilar en el aparcamiento del estadio. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Here we go again. Rodri works it forward. That is good alertness. And he's straight offside. Come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Now it's Eto. It's a pretty loose pass. Rodri. Rijkaard cuts it out. Danielson. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Beckham. It's Beckham. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, well played. Hakimi. Beckham. And it's Bellingham. Tries to play it through.
Daí score pro Mundial.
Can he get it through?
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Danielson charging forward, the ball at his feet. Danielson delivers. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Gremio really do look to have it all sewn up here. Oh, that's fabulous. 60 minutes played. And here's Batistuta. Ricky Puig. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Knocks it into space. Gremio do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Now it's Eto. And that's...
Pior que agora tô ganhando, 2 direto eu ganhei. Tô muito estressado hoje. Por enquanto tá bom.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 9.
Sides then taking this chance to
14.
turn to their
El
benches.
dorsal 13. Etor. El dorsal 8. El dorsal 23. Beckham.
Picked away.
Serán sustituidos por
Almost
el
accurate pass.
dorsal 7.
It's not an especially good pass.
El dorsal 11.
Camera.
El dorsal 10. El dorsal 21.
Hakimi.
El dorsal 15.
Vision.
Cambio de jugadores.
Again, there's no way through. Aubameyang. Saliba. Brzezinski. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Azar. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Merino. Azar. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Cafu gets a foot in here. Can he get on the end of this? It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Now it's Aubameyang.
Cafu. Merino.
Brzezinski. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Já te mostro aí, mano.
Rising over the bar.
Ah, look, his thinking was more audacious than his attempt.
Costa Curta. To Azar. Azar going full steam ahead down the left flank.
Barcelona truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
This ended up in no man's land. And that's been won straight back. Brzezinski. Ahead by 3, but they won't want to take their foot off the pedal. Shoots!
Caralho, que foda.
No, not quite. Costa Curta. And it's Azar. Decent progress down the left. It's a really well-measured ball. And it's Hakimi. Rodri. He won't be happy with that one. Now, he's got space here.
Un minuto de descuento.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Oh, delightful ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And time is up. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best
Vou ver
endeavours,
se eu
it
encontro.
has ended in an easy...
Aqui, ó. É guia de direção. Guia de passe. E aí, Vinícius? Eu jogo no Play, se tu quiser me passar a tua PSN ali, depois eu te adiciono.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the
Hello
camaraderie.
everybody
The
and
fans have
welcome to
pulled out all
today's
the
match.
stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic.
Ou abre uma sala ali, depois tu me manda o código por aqui, aí eu entro. Deixa eu terminar essa aqui.
So that's got things underway.
Well, if you judge a striker by his goals, Ruud van Nistelrooy has to be held in the highest regard.
He is a goal-scoring phenomenon.
Yeah, a real master who, when you think of his work, doesn't appear to have a weakness. As poachers go, he's supreme.
Rijkaard. There's the crossfield ball. Beckham. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Kupchu. Nicely weighted ball. Tacho cuts it out. He's not getting any further than that. Van Nistelrooy. Mbappe.
Olha,
Shot, surely!
uma gol.
And that's aimed into the middle. He gets big.
And he was there to get a vital touch. Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And it's Messi. It's an early cross. Cleared away. Taken back almost at once. Well timed, excellent interception. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Hazard picks it up out wide. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. The defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Beckham! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Beckham clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
Vai colocar perder um pouco.
Saliba. He's found a way through. Change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Messi. That's tidy. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, easy pickings there. It's come to nothing. Hazard. And here's the chance to counter. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, the chance for a shot! Goal! Gremio!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
The goal scorer for Gremio after 22 minutes is number 10,
Gremio are in front now. The game's only goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
That is good alertness. Kupchu powering forward here. Great vision. That's going to go a long way.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Saliba. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Right. He's had a shot! It's a goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
After 28 minutes is number
And
10.
yes, it's him again.
Things starting to look very comfortable. To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Aubameyang is on his own, and the flag has... Aubameyang! Out to the left it goes. Hazard. And they win it back again. Mbappe, and the shot! Goal! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
It's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for it.
Shapes to shoot! And kept out by the most elastic of stage.
Hazard clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Al Hilal have the chance to go the other way.
You can never be short of runners at the space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Premio looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. And here's Mbappe. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Granit Xhaka. Hazard. That's the keeper's ball. Now it's Messi. Can he get it through? Oh, some tackle that. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Lovely, now then. And a chance! It's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for. So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
And that'll be the last act of the first half.
Gremio are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Premio are broadly in charge, but the contest is still alive at 3 goals to 1.
And we come to you now with a quick request for support for our charity fund, Chance in Football. Substitution on the field, number 34, Xhaka. Coming on to replace him is number 6, Hernandez.
Can he get on the
Substitution in
end of this?
progress.
And he was quick to react. Premio do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, he's played it in low. Can he finish? Relentless! Just relentless! And the lead is extended still further. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Oh, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So now the difference is 3. Beckham.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone wrong, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
It's Hazard! Now, how often do you see that?
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
And he's intervened well there. Couldn't squeeze it through. And it's Rosicki. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Mbappe. Messi. And it's made its way to him. Distributed tidily. In towards the back stick. Saliba is there, and he can get that clear. Ball's gone astray. Gremio still have the cards to affect this game. Rosicki, probing pass. That's beautifully weighted. And he can clear it away. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Nicely intercepted. Al Hilal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Beckham. No luck with that dink over the top. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
Substitution on the field. Number 4, Mbappe. Number 23, Beckham.
Threads one in.
On the field.
Whatever happens,
Number 9,
that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Number 19.
Keeper gets his hands on it.
Substitutions taking place.
Mbappe. Mbappe takes control of enemies on the move. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
That's a good ball. He might be on the finish! He's got a goal! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Gremio are having a ball here. Kupchu. And it's Hazard. Knocks it into space. And reclaimed it in a trice. Now who's going to be first to this? Now it's Doku.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, well measured. Oh, he's bustling through here. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. And that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now he's off and running. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Rosicki. He's picked his way through. Spread out to the left. And that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
That has not gone well. Rosicki, he's found a way through. Looking for the run. Now this could be a chance. And a shot! Oh, denied at the last.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Hazard. And that is that. Benio can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Doku, voted
Hello,
man of the
attendees.
match,
This
and
is a
deservedly so.
children's announcement.
Para de fazer cagada. Valeu, valeu, mano. A maioria é grátis.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. information we've been given is that they're going to go with a 3-5-2.
Well, the formation that was once the staple diet of the
Horrível.
Italian game and still holds its place. To be honest, Peter,
Subi pra segunda
if I'd
agora.
gone on to be a coach, this would have been my preferred setup. I think it can service many different approaches and it could add numbers quite quickly at either end of the pitch. With the right talent, this can be a thriving structure.
Expertly carried out, really nicely done. It's really well cleared.
Hidetoshi Nakata, I think, will be an interesting player to watch in this, Peter. A great all-round midfielder who loves to just hold those centre positions.
A trailblazer, one of those modern-day real chance!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous...
Hits a shot! They've done it! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
So smooth. A signature finish.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now a sudden chance to counter. He can run onto that, and he's intervened well there. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Mikel Merino running with the ball. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Deftly away.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
That has been cut short. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. No luck with that dink over the top. Foden. Neither of these two want to come off second best. De Bruyne. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Merino looking for options for movement. Doku providing an outlet on that flank. Chance for a shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. Beckham, a regular corner taker. Hazard gets rid without sophistication. And now they can spring out of defence. Good ball, good take. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Tries to pass it through. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And he's worked it through. And Bebeto! They want to be quick to recover this.
Bebeto!
And that's been
intercepted. He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Hazard. Oh, it's not gone well. Looking to play him in. And reclaimed it in a trice. Now it's Doku. Foden. And there's green grass ahead of him. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. This might spell danger. Chance!
Oh.
Now it's a race for the ball. It's a good... And again! No, he didn't quite beat it right.
Aí, Fábio, tô tentando pegar a primeira divisão hoje. Mas se quiser adicionar ali, qualquer hora a gente joga assim.
That's been one straight back, and the counter is on. Cute ball. Now, how can he reach? He's had a shot! Goal! Gremio! And the comeback is complete. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through it from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Camisa 15.
Gremio get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity. Yeah, and the analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction.
Foram
This is
indicados
wonderful to
2
watch.
minutos de acréscimo.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
And now, we've reached half-time. Gremio are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. Terrific half. 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow.
Senhoras e senhores, o telão está exibindo um boletim informativo da polícia local. Teremos uma substituição.
Gremio kick off the second half. Now it's Hazard. It's a searching pass. And the shot!
And he was there to get a vital touch. Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's their second corner of the game. And a reprieve for the time being. Gets the shot! And that is great goalkeeping.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
He's picked his way through. Mbappe, Nakata, and the shot's on here. Hazard unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. This interception, his positioning was spot on. It's a little off target. Head it back. Now, can they get him away? Do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
This is De Bruyne. Hazard. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Gremio clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Hazard. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival.
Ah, tô aqui, cara.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Neatly clipped into space. That's been cut out, well played. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's Azar. Gremio are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, well measured. He's cut it out.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Substituição em andamento.
Ricky Push. Rosicki will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Goes for a shot! Nakata. Nakata gets across and deals with it. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's shoots! Off the post!
Que sorte, cara!
Potential goal of the season from
Você
Zeta.
viu? Marquei dos dois lados da trave.
Absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame we just couldn't finish it off.
And here's Azar. Clipped into space. Ricky Puch. And it's Rosicki. That looks a decent ball. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's done very well to take that back.
Ah, o cara pegando a bola ali.
To get it clear again. And it's Rosicki. Now it's Aubameyang. It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Oh, that's a key interception. Aubameyang. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
De Bruyne. Rodri. And he was quick to react. Beckenbauer. 5 minutes left on the clock. Hazard. Guardiola. And here's Foden.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Now it's Aubameyang. Foden, who's set up 1 goal so far.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Azar. And that is expertly dealt with. And that will be the final act. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other.
Nossa, tanto tempo.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that.
Welcome to
The
today's
stadium
match.
is full of noise and
Borussia
energy.
Dortmund
This certainly
against
matters.
Premio.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running. Borussia Dortmund have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other sits.
Oh, full marks for that effort.
Actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Vieira, that is from the goal kick. Rummenigge. Deep through. Neymar gets into a good position. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That's an imaginative pass. Beckham is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more,
Okay,
no
next.
less.
Depois do gol de defesa.
Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Segue.
Takes a shot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Premio are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Good take, and is he in? Tacho gets good distance on it.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Lam. And it's Neymar. Looking for the run. Ah, such a clever touch. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Para.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Great chance! Lam. Oh, that's a fine interception. Messi. For Merino. Oh, that's well spotted. Lam. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He is through here.
Aha.
Yeah. Saliba. And it's Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. Cannavaro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's picked his way through. It is a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Borussia Dortmund with another corner. Corner number 2 then. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Premio have the chance to go the other way. That's a good ball. Rodri. Merino. Chance here to counter. He's in plenty of space here. He's got away. Marino delivers. Lam. Pele.
Ele.
And it's Neymar.
This is the time you need that pace.
Beckham.
Borussia Dortmund couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through. Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Messi. No, again there's no way through. That's Bebeto. Got 5 minutes till half-time. Lam. Mbappe. He might be in here. Tacho defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Mbappe looking to add to his goal. Merino.
There will be 1 minute added
A
time.
searching pass. That's been cut out, well played. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And we'd like to inform you now that the latest travel information is currently being displayed on the screen. Substitution.
And we're off again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Rummenigge showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he's been shifted off it. Beckham, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Premio come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well,
Aye.
assuming that this is...
Cruising. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Borussia Dortmund are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Lam.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Beckham. That pass just didn't quite work. Pele. Now, can they get him away? There's no flag. A heavy challenge. And it's Lam. Lam. Premio perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Cara.
Defending was strong and firm. Beckham. Hazard. Aubameyang.
Os caras dele correm
Deals
demais.
with that comfortably. He's had it taken off him. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund. Number 7, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 19,
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Number 11,
Lazy.
Neymar. Number
That's a
10,
decent ball.
Pele. Coming on the field,
That is pretty much the end
number
of that.
99, Gullit. Number 18,
Lovely ball and a real chance now.
number 14,
And he can
Zico.
clear it away.
Platini. Substitution in
Out for
progress.
a throw in. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Rodri does really well to win the ball there. Turan. Now, he's got space here. Rodri. The most accurate pass. Looking to play him in. And it's Gullit. Half an hour gone in the second half. And there's the shot! Oh, crossbar! Lots of passing here, really easy on the eye. And here's the chance to counter.
Beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Romario. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Changes him with that pass. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? Foot in. There's a sharp little ball here. Hazard. Borussia Dortmund needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
He is shown a yellow card. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. He's not got that quite right.
Gremio are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
And it's Hazard. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Now it's Aubameyang. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Oh, that is a nice touch. And he welcomes it in. He can get that clear. And he's managed to get free.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Sliding in. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And Dyke wins the duel this time. Yeah. He came in hard, very hard. Hazard tries to pass it through. He's got a shot! He has done it! Deep, deep into injury time! One moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will stick.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
And time is up. Gremio perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more.
Chega, tô perdido. Pegada, hein? Vai, vai. Assim que sai. Vou tentar fazer um xixizão. Vou tomar mais uma. O time ganhou 300 pontos, né?
A gente faz jejum e fica comendo só. Na verdade, hoje de manhã eu quase ia pular o café também, não tava com fome. Mas eu tomei o café puro, e daí fiquei comecei a ficar meio ruim, sabe? É, tipo, o estômago mesmo começa a ficar meio ruim, sabe? Senão, tipo, fome mesmo, já feito mais uma refeição.
Sim, tá tomando a refeição só. Doida, 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 doida. É, mas depois a gente come a faca. Assim, o sal não é, mas o sal é por causa do leite. Né? O sal é pra hidratar? Ué? Chinese change colors.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. More than half a century of history, the Estadio Morumbis, this gargantuan arena, has borne witness to many a glorious moment for Sao Paulo, both city and club. The action has already started. Bebeto, a key player here, and not just for tactical reasons. This is his 400th appearance for the club.
Well, this couldn't have happened to a better player, Peter. I say big congratulations to him. Someone who's told me on many occasions that his greatest motivation to keep playing is the love of the game. That's what it's all about.
Davids.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, this is a great position. That's been won straight back. Oh, it's come loose. It's a little off target. Dale, well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's the chance to counter. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, no joy this time. And he thumps it clear. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. he get it through? Threads one in. Nicely worked. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And this is Bebeto. Adams did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Bale. Now, can they get him away? Now, who's going to be first to this? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Ronaldinho.
And here's Bale. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Mbappe. He won't be happy with that one. Mbappe is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Premio still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Saliba making good progress on the right-hand side. No, that's been intercepted. Beckham goes on a charge down the left. It's Bebeto. Adams did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
It's Bebeto.
Bale, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Tries to pass it. Great chance!
Caralho!
Sao Paulo! And Sao Paulo score first. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Sao Paulo have taken the lead.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here. And while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Yeah.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Pass is intercepted. He's got away. Goes for a shot! It's there! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Premio grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback. And this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go and better, possibly.
Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Nice sequence of passes, this. Beckham does really well to win the ball there. And it's Messi. Looking to play him in. Thuram cuts out the pass. Oh, good spread. Bale. Yaya Toure.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Now Davids. And the first half is done. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. We'll do it back on the first 45 minutes.
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incidents and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time.
Cara falando.
Substituição em andamento.
to business. Aubameyang, played out to the right. Could choose cross. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the counter is on. Nicely intercepted. Kukcu is always looking to break lines. Mbappe! Out to the right. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Hazard. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Bale. That is good alertness. Gremio come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
The ball goes in. And that has been clubbed away. Ronaldinho. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Quality ball. No way through. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Lovely feet. That was good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Nicely
Público
aimed pass.
presente na partida de
Played right
hoje,
into his path.
70.987 espectadores.
That's a lovely, delicate pass. He's had it taken off him. Gremio still have the cards to affect this game. Cross to the back post. Adams is there, and he can get that clear. And it's made its way to him.
Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly.
It's a cute ball. It's not got that. Pacho. Gremio finding their passes. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! Goal! Gremio! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Substituição no time do São Paulo. Camisa 21. Camisa
Sides then
19.
taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Camisa 22.
So we have a breakthrough.
Camisa
Now how
9.
will things develop from here?
Camisa
Look, he's the
24.
one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Camisa
In with
4.
the challenge.
Camisa 13. Camisa
Bobby
17.
is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery.
Camisa 20. Teremos uma substituição.
Actually, looking for a runner. That's a brilliant interception. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. That looks a decent ball. Hoisted in. Big header.
Boa,
It's
goleiro.
been cleared.
Sao Paulo really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Yaya Toure. And it's Messi. Guti will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Taken back almost at once. Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And he gets rid in a hurry. Mikel Merino is... And Yaya Toure! So close to drawing level.
Such a good opportunity, Peter. I hope he doesn't end up regretting this.
Up in no man's land. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
Aubameyang gets rid without sophistication. Davids. Neymar picks it up out wide. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost
Teremos
personal.
minuto de acréscimo.
And he comes up trumps again. The message is simple, defend this with your lives. Three needed to be. Collar with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Still to retrieve it. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Gremio have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this.
Valeu, valeu, mano. Era tu jogando ali? Boa, boa, boa. Valeu. Até mais tarde, pessoal.